I'm Corey, and welcome to Corey's Corner, where we share life lessons, messages of faith, and how to become the best versions of ourselves. If this is something that resonates with you deeply, then go ahead, press that subscribe button, join the community, and let's learn and grow together. Now, if today's video or any other video on this channel resonates with you, go ahead, press the like button, and even more so, share it with someone that you know will benefit greatly from the message. Now, on to today's video. All right, y'all, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about collaboration today. Look, I'm not on camera, as you can tell. It's not a great start to the day for me, but that's okay. I'm going to have a cup of tea with this moment, and then I'm going to send them on their way because you know your girl ain't going to stay in this moment for a long time. But we're going to talk about collaborating, why we should consider collaborating with others, how it is actually beneficial to collaborate with others. And then I'm going to share a story at the end of what it looks like when people are seemingly unwilling to collaborate and how that can negatively impact not only just yourself, but them as well. So let's go with 5 points. Number 1, diverse perspectives. Collaborating with others brings together a variety of viewpoints and ideas, leading to more innovative solutions and creative approaches to problems. Pretty standard, right? Number 2, shared expertise. Each team member brings unique skills and knowledge, allowing for more comprehensive and effective strategy when combined. 2 heads are greater than 1, y'all. This is why collaboration is such a novel and great idea. Number 3, increased efficiency. Working together can streamline processes as tasks can be divided based on individual strengths, reducing redundancy and increasing productivity. Number 4, enhanced problem solving. Collaborative efforts allow for collective problem solving where multiple minds can work together to overcome challenges more efficiently than working alone. Didn't I just say 2 heads are better than 1? Okay, let's go. And number 5, motivation and support. Collaboration fosters a sense of community support, which can boost morale, motivation, and persistence, especially when facing difficult tasks and setbacks. Now, listen, I feel like number 5 is the biggest one out of all of this because, listen, we all experience setbacks. And wouldn't it be great if you had a support system that could help you out with those setbacks? You know, I feel like the key takeaways from this is not just about the support system that you have there, but also the ability to have people work their strengths and where you're weak. This, to me, is just a no-brainer. And so I want to get into why I'm really excited. And yes, my voice has been elevated a little bit. I'm kind of loud anyway, but respectfully loud. But the reason why I am so gung-ho on talking about this today has to do with something that I've been experiencing recently. And I just kind of want to put that out there on the table so that you have something to balance with what I just said. So I had an idea, and it's still an idea that will be executed regardless, but I had an idea about getting a group of mothers together for a discussion panel. Now, I am really a creative person when it comes to putting things together. So I'm never really just narrow-minded about, I'm going to have 5 mothers come together and we're going to talk about the financial services industry, which happens to be the industry that I'm in. No, I want to have different people from different levels, whether you've been in business for 10 years, you've been in business for 10 months, you're in fitness, you're in financial services, you're in, you're an author, whatever. I want all of that. And I want these different people who are from different walks of life with different levels of experience to come in and have a discussion about motherhood and the pursuit of success, right? So in my mind, success is something that is always ongoing. It's not a destination, it's a process. And so I wanted to talk about that process with these mothers. And I thought, this is a great idea. I didn't know if I wanted to just kind of record it and then put it out there and put it on my YouTube channel. I would have likely done that anyway. Or if we were to have like a live Zoom or a live Facebook, where everybody can just chime in and ask questions or just participate. That was along the lines of where I was going. So when I started promoting that, and I was promoting that quite a while ago, I had a few young ladies who were like, hey, let's join. I'm really excited about that. That's a great idea, blah, blah, blah. Hadn't come up with the questions yet, but I was working with the questions and I just needed the bodies basically. And once I had the bodies, I know I was going to ask very specific questions. And, just to cut a long story short, I got to that whole process. But when it was coming close to the deadline to do this panel discussion, everybody seemed to have disappeared. And I had to ask myself after repeated messages of, hey, ladies, you still down? You still down? Because no one's saying anything. And yes, this is my idea. And yes, it is up to me to execute it. But I still need the collaboration of that group of young ladies to be on board and to say, yes, I'm available at this time. And no, this day would be better. And get a sense of when are we going to film this? When is this going to come together? And by the way, here are the series of questions that I would like to ask so you can prep and we can have a good flow, right? That if you think of talk shows do that. Okay, so don't be thrown off guard by they actually have time to prep for questions. Yes, they actually do have time to prep for questions and answers. But it still was going to be authentic because it's coming from each woman's perspective and we were not going to hold the same perspective. So in my mind, I saw how it was going to play out and how great and beneficial it would be to every single participant. Why? We would all be putting our brand out there in front of an audience. So if I were to bring my people and those 4 young ladies were going to bring their people into this whole, let's call it a Zoom call, where everybody can listen and chime in and do all of that stuff, it's exposure, right? And who's to say you don't get a client through this discussion panel? So at the end of the day, I'm not going to fabricate what's in a person's head, how they were thinking or how they were perceiving this was going to roll out, etc., and why they decided to go ghost. The point is they went ghost. Why is this a disservice to not just only myself, but to those people as well? It's because now the pair of eyes that could have been on your brand and might need something from your brand can't see you because for whatever reason, you don't want to collaborate with me. You said yes before, but now you're saying no, and you're not explaining why. And I find it so disappointing that we want to talk about women empowerment, and yet women still find a lack of power in collaborating. How? How, Sway? How? So it's a question that just cycles through the Rolodex that is my mind. And I keep coming back to it all the time. And I'm saying, why do people not want to work together? I don't get it. The people that are meant for you can't be meant for me and vice versa. So where's the competition? Because I know that's ultimately what it leads to. Oh, well, yeah, I stand next to her now, then, no one's going to look at me. Really? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know if you refuse to collaborate? You're bringing a conclusion on yourself without actually taking the actions. So this is why I say we got to be careful of the narratives that we create in our heads, because a lot of times we're answering for people that we never asked the question to. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous for progression. And if you're about progression, You can't have that mindset. You definitely can't have that mindset. You go there and you ask my team. You ask my team if I hold back from them, if I withhold information that I feel will be beneficial to them. I promise you, I can almost guarantee you they will tell you no. She tells us everything. Why? Because what is it of benefit to me to hold on to information and expect my team to grow, and I don't share with them the things that will help them grow? I don't work with them to help them grow. What does that serve? I hurt myself and I hurt them. And why on God's green earth should I have the privilege of being their coach if I'm going to withhold information? I don't know if you guys, you getting it? I don't know if you're connecting the dots, if, brain cells are holding hands right now. Like, you can't get to anywhere without someone helping you at some point. So get out of your ego, get out of your negative self-talk, and maybe just maybe collaborate with someone and see where that goes. Because if anything, if there was the likelihood of you getting shafted from the experience, trust me, it's not a loss, it's a lesson. And lessons, the last time I checked, were good things. But again, all about perspective. So with that, I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys got something out of this. I get real passionate at certain points because my overall goal, not only with this channel, not just with my life, just with my whole journey, no matter where it takes me, is to help people just get 1% better. I'm not perfect. I just happen to have this gift and this ability to see beyond myself. And I would love to see more people exist in that space. All right, you guys take care. Peace.